you do with that Game Boy? What are you doing to it?
It's called a number of things. It's called chip music. It's called micro music. It's popular in America and Europe and in Japan. And basically, we use software that's written by hackers. There's a couple of guys in Europe who write software. One is called Nano Loop. One is called Little Sound DJ. There's a number of others, and it essentially turns the Game Boy into a music production tool. So it's a sequencer.
That's fantastic. Now you have to actually control it by using the buttons that you use to play a game, or?
Yes, right, the joypad, yeah, and it uses the sounds inside the Game Boy as well. That's the sound source is the Game Boy itself.
That's fantastic.
So it's not actually controlling anything outside of it. I had it locked to my MIDI gear, but essentially all the sounds. The Game Boy sounds are all coming from the Game Boy. The other sounds are coming from my laptop.
So is it more a library sound for the Game Boy Advance than the old Game Boy? I mean, is there a difference in the sound, kind of like a hollow body versus?
Yeah, it is. It's something like that. The classic, the fatter one, the beige classic that I was using tends to have a warmer sound. The Game Boy Advance is a little bit thinner. And, to tell you the truth, the main reason I use one and then the other is because they have different ports. They have different adapter plugs on them. And so one is good for MIDI syncing, one is good for other types of use, for like synchronizing the two together, that kind of thing.